What is up, my ducks and drakes? Welcome to the Crowder Lake, and today we're reading chapters 5 and 6 of Forced Liar, a Sandersides fanfic by Uncertain Inadequate on Wattpad. If you'd like to check out the fanfic or the author for yourself, please go look in the description for their links. Their work is amazing, and they deserve all the love and care and support. Now, before we begin, I'd like to advertise you going to my second YouTube channel. I live stream there, and for the month of October, I'm live streaming every Saturday in support of St. Jude Charity Hospital. I'll be doing a lot of beating, a lot of joking around. We do read fanfiction out loud on the streams now, I guess. So, if any of that interests you, which one of those does because you're listening to it Wattpad Read Aloud right now, then I recommend going to my second channel and staying tuned for every Saturday of the month of October to watch me live stream and just be a part of the ride. It also helps charity, so yay. You don't also have to come to the streams to donate. If you would like to donate to the cause, the link is always in the description of the live videos. So, without further ado, here is Chapter 5, 7 Days Remaining. He meant nothing. Deceit sighed as he looked around his crumbling room. Books were ripped, photos were broken, the barren walls had holes and cracks in them, and of course, the person responsible of that mess curled up in the corner. Deceit sighed. He was losing his mind. Had it been hours, days, weeks? He wasn't sure, but he'd sat there for a while. No one had bothered to talk to him for the time he was there. It would be nice for someone to come in, he thought, silently allowing tears to fall down onto his black trousers. Be nice of someone to care. He heard a knock at his door, and he quickly jumped up, accidentally making himself look like Logan as he ran towards the door to open it. Yes? He asked. Remus, who stood in front of Deceit, folded his arms and raised an eyebrow. Heidi, you okay? Yep. Okay. Something's wrong. Deceit's heart stopped for a moment. What do you mean? Look at yourself. Deceit looked up and down. You didn't even realize. I know you. No, you don't. This happens when something's wrong. What's up? Nothing's wrong. Deceit was thankful for lying. Remus wasn't buying it. Deceit, stop lying to me. Deceit shrugged. What? It's not like my job is on the line or anything. But you don't need to lie. Especially to me. Deceit felt his heartbeat speed up. I'm not lying to you. Deceit. Remus sighed and carefully hugged Deceit. Please, tell me what's wrong. Sure, I'm crazy, insane, disgusting. Don't think before acting, all of the above and more. He laughed nervously for a moment before continuing. But I care about you, Deceit. Please, tell me, even if it's in lies. Nothing's wrong, Deceit wanted to tell Remus. He wanted to tell him and be honest with him. He wanted him to know everything. But despite all this, he felt it was wrong to be honest. The embodiment of deceit can't be found not being deceitful after all. Please, I want to help. At least as much as I can help anyways. Remus pulled away from the hug and placed his hand on Deceit's shoulders, sending a shiver down Deceit's spine. I'm fine. Don't worry, Remus. No, you're not. Remus wasn't believing his lies anytime soon. Deceit sighed and rubbed his temples. How can I get it through your thick skull that I'm okay? Remus's eyes widened and he stepped back. Deceit. Just go, Remus, Deceit mumbled, changing back into himself. Remus nodded reluctantly and sunk down to his own room. Deceit was left there, standing there, feeling like garbage, feeling like shit, feeling hated, feeling abused. The small encounter with Remus made things worse. He was feeling horrible, feeling mean, distrustful, dishonest, disgraceful. A waste of space. Chapter 6. 6 days remaining. A waste of space. Deceit sighed in boredom, laying his head on his desk and staring at its wall. Today was the day. Thomas said it right to his face. Deceit appeared in Thomas's living room and rolled his eyes. Why was he summoned? Probably something he'd done. Why have you been forcing me to lie to my friends so often lately? Thomas glanced at Deceit, who shrunk away and sighed, but kept up a meh kind of attitude. I definitely know what you're talking about, Deceit shrugged, looking blankly at Thomas. Stop lying, Deceit. What? My job isn't to lie. Deceit rolled his eyes and stared at them emotionlessly. Thomas didn't pick up on the lack of emotion within Deceit's eyes. Just tell me why you want to make me such a bad person. What? Deceit's emotionless state shattered as a mixture of emotions came flooding in. Why do you hate me so much? I do hate you, Thomas. Deceit tried explaining to him, but Thomas seemed to have forgotten that he speaks in lies. Yeah, well, I hate you too. Deceit's entire world crumbled down to miniature pieces. His entire existence. He strived to protect Thomas whenever he could, and he did never want it to hurt him. Thomas, get out of here, you slimy snake! Thomas yelled at him. Within less than a second, Deceit sunk down into his room again and finally allowed his tears to fall. This was 3 hours ago. His tears had since dried, and he was left with a hollow, empty feeling in his chest. Deceit turned his head to face the other side of the room, his eyes resting upon the black bowler hat beside him. He sighed and closed his eyes. Whatever Thomas says is always believed by the other sides, right? So, what did it matter anymore? He should just give up. Thank you all so much for listening today. This fic is getting so good, and I am doing small increments at a time just to save myself stress, but also I do have it planned out perfectly so that the end of the sequel to this book ends right before the Gift of Fanfiction, so there'll be no waiting in between books like that because of the Gift of Fanfiction event. Speaking of which, if you'd like to participate in the Gift of Fanfiction, it is a yearly event where you could submit wintry or like snowy themed or like holiday themed fanfics based on any fandom you want, and submit them, and I'll read them for the 31 days of December. Or 25 if we're just leading up to Christmas. But I'm thinking we're going all the way to New Year's this year. I don't remember what we did last year, but I definitely want to go to January 1st, leading in the new year with fanfics. So if you'd like to submit a fic of your own, please feel free by clicking the Google form in the description of that video, which should be on the end card. Once again, if you'd like to support St. Jude Charity Hospital or support me as a creator, go to my second channel where I'm going to be live streaming every Saturday to help support St. Jude Charity Hospital in the MatPat $1 Million Challenge. If you like anything that I do, go ahead and follow me on social media. My socials are in the description below with things such as Instagram, Twitter, Wattpad, TikTok, Discord. Yep, our channel has a Discord, and it do be poppin'. I also have an Etsy shop where you could buy candy and other bracelet and bead things from me. Can't thank you enough for listening, and just like Deceit, trying to hold it together, do your best.